Hello and thank you very much for staying tuned to the NTA. You're watching the Medley Show with me, Cecil. Our brothers who like watching football, how market? Or rather, like my brothers who say, how market? Before now, it's like there is no life without football. Every night you go to watch the matches. You're almost always almost not at home. But on behalf of the wives, girlfriends, and siblings, they say I should tell you thank you very much for being at home, for taking care of the children. I hear you have learned some new things. You have learned to cook, you have learned to make hair, you have learned to do some home things, and we are all seeing you at home very much. Thank you very much. I would like you to send us some messages on how the lockdown has been for you, those few football fans who right now have to live without football. So as we go on the show, we'll talk about football and more. Okay, we'll talk about something else that is also been altered with the COVID-19. Of course, we know that life has generally been altered. There is what we call some new normal. Weddings. Every Saturday there are weddings. Almost every Saturday there are weddings here, wedding there, wedding everywhere. But with this period, there's been hardly weddings. But some few of these couple have said, hey, come on, it's about me. It's about us. Not about the crowd we are going to post. So they went ahead and had their wedding. And it was really cool. Some of them had the chat, actually spoke to us, and it was really nice. And Salah is coming up. Salah is coming up very soon. And we wonder how our Muslim brothers would celebrate Salah. Well, we shall talk about that even as the show continues. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Please don't say you heard it from me. Someone had a party. A big party attended by so many people. Guess who attended? The vice president attended. The former governor of Ghana, John Mahama, attended. The deputy vice president of Liberia attended. Tolu Elumelu attended. Even the Lagos state governor attended the party. And guess what? There were some big artists who actually performed. And guess who the celebrant was? Dele Momomodu. And guess what? The party was on virtual. Now this is the party. Okay, now let me... Rita, I almost forgot Rita is actually here. Rita, thanks for joining the show.
That's because I missed the party.
That's because you missed the party. Did you get to see the way Dele Momodu pulled this party?
Cecil, by the way, thank you for having me. Nice to be here. That is just out of this world. It's amazing. I mean, he had to do it. He's Dele Momodu. He's the showbiz guy. He's turning 60. You don't let that go. Koro or no Koro. He had to make something happen, and he did.
The interesting thing now, everyone who attended that party virtually was on Zoom, was on Facebook, it was everywhere. They actually dressed up like they're actually going for the party.
Going for a party. I mean, all my friends in my mind were there. The vice president was there.
No.
I mean,
Lagos State Governor
was there. You had Tony Lumelu there. Banky Wellington was there. Where was I?
I know. So right now, we all know that we actually can do many of these things. So let's have a clip. Let's just check out how the party went. Let's check Dele Momodu rocking in his house, attending his own party. Okay, well, that was a very nice one. Ayefele playing at the party too. You see the rocking things. Okay, and there's something else that wearing of mask is now normal. Like everyone
is the new normal. What next thing you see is fashionable masks, stones and beads and blings.
Some celebrities.
I can't wait to have mine.
Some celebrities already have that. And we will do something on the show. Who rocks it better? Now we have two governors. Yes, we have the Lagos State governor. We've seen him in his mask.
Yeah.
He's had this Ashoke mask. Okay, I think. Okay, yeah. There is this one he has with the Lagos State logo. It's really nice. I like it when he comes out with it very confidently. Then there's someone else that we're going to be pairing him with. Ben Ayade. Yes, he's the fashionista. His masks always have this, to match with his outfits. So Dele Momodu, I said Dele Momodu.
You are not in that party, Ceci. Come on.
Ben
Ayade missed it.
Ben Ayade and Governor Shomole of Lagos, who rocked the mask better. Please do send in your votes to our phone numbers. You have our phone numbers. to show on the screen shortly. The phone numbers are 0811 2914-760. You get to see the number on the screen as the show continues. Please do send in your vote and tell who you think
rocked it better.
I wouldn't want to.
Should I vote?
No,
I won't.
No, you wouldn't vote.
When the results come out,
I
will join the winning team.
Okay, all right. Meanwhile, there's something else. You know, even with the whole COVID lockdown all around the world, and many stores have been shut down.
That's true.
Some leather accessories in stores. This is what happened. This is a store in somewhere in London. The items went bad. So I don't know.
Because you need to air them.
You need to air them.
Especially leather. I've experienced that when I got my leather bag locked in the wardrobe for too long, I didn't use it. Yeah. You know when you get something you think it's so special.
Yes,
and you're keeping it for God knows when. That happened.
That happens, yeah. So, and the air conditioning system in the store, of course, would have been out.
Turned off because there's no one there.
Yeah, so that's some of the, I don't know, it's a pity. So, for those your very beautiful leather bags and shoes, you know what you do? Once in a while, just bring it out. Try to wear it. Just clean it up. Take a picture. Air them. Yeah. Just dress up, take a picture, then you put them back. Something, I mean, come on now.
One for the gram.
Exactly my point.
Tag us, please.
I know. All right, so another thing we're going to talk about is the weddings.
Yes, Cecil.
Did you get to see any of the Zoom weddings?
I have seen wonderful wedding photos, some watched on, that they did on Zoom. And it just goes to tell you that there are some people who want to get married.
Look at some weddings out of the...
These are people who want to get married.
Exactly.
Those who want to have a wedding are waiting for coronavirus to be over because they need a big party.
Yes.
Right? But these are people who want to get married. At the end of the day, all you need is you and your spouse.
It's you and your spouse that matters
most.
An
officiating minister.
Maybe your parents, yeah. And that's it. That's enough.
You don't need up to 20 and you have room for 20, so...
Yeah, we know some of our viewers who actually wedded during the lockdown, they sent us some sound bites of how their wedding went.
Wow.
Really cool. All right, so let's get to see the sound bites of some of our viewers who actually wedded during the lockdown.
Okay.
Hi everyone, I am Nihi Oluwatobi.
And I'm his wife Agnes Oluwatobi Nihi. We did our court wedding here in Abuja on the 12th of March 2020. We had our traditional wedding on the 21st of March 2020 in Edo State, just before the lockdown.
Well, when the lockdown came, we couldn't do anything. Our church wedding was supposed to be for the 4th of April, and we couldn't do that because of the lockdown. So we had to quickly find a way to do this before government comes up with another measure. So we had to quickly go to church, and we did something here in Abuja in a low-key wedding on the 16th of May. And now we're happily married.
Yes, we're happy.
Thank you.
My name is Kenneth Gajiri and my beautiful wife.
It's Kenneth Gajiri.
Yes, we are here to talk about our wedding during this COVID-19 of 18. The initial plan was for us to have a normal Nigerian wedding with about 200 guests, but along the line everything went the way it went. But thank God we are here together as husband and wife, and we give God the glory.
And the reason why we chose to make this wedding during this lockdown is because we really want to be together and we don't know when this virus is going to end. So we choose to do it in a unique way and a very simple way. Even though the people were not much, we are few, we have to keep distance. So that's the reason why we choose to do our wedding this way.
Oh, Rita, ain't that lovely?
It is so heartwarming. I totally loved it. If I was in their shoes, I would do just that. I mean, what with feeding crowd and all of that, you don't need that trouble. Just get it over and done with.
And now they're living home as a couple. I mean, congratulations to this couple.
Congrats to them. Congrats.
If you are one of those who actually had your weddings during the lockdown and want to share your story with us, please do send us some message and maybe send us some pictures. We'd love to have it. You know what's going to happen? We'll go on a quick break. Right after the break, Medley Show will continue.
Nigerians, let us take responsibility. Stay healthy, stay safe, and curb the spread of the virus. Take responsibility. The coronavirus spreads from one person to another. Let us avoid crowd gathering of any kind for any reason. Take responsibility. Avoid traveling from one state to another during these lockdown restrictions. Obey all the rules that are put in place. Take responsibility. Stop spreading fake news and unverified reports about the coronavirus. There is no known cure for COVID-19. Take responsibility. Observe all the measures that can help stop the spread of the virus. Together, we can do this, but only if we take responsibility. This message is brought to you by the Nigerian Television Authority, NTA, Africa's largest television network.
If you're just joining us, this is the Medley Show with me, Cecil. And I've had a couple of chats with Rita and it's been really interesting. Now we'll talk something, a celebration that will happen in a few days, a celebration for all of us, because I grew up in a place like Lagos where we never knew Christians or Muslims. We all just celebrate every festivity coming. Salah is just around the corner. And we have one of our in-house imam, one of our friends in the house who is here to, together we'll talk about Salah coming up. Please welcome Imam Mustafa Agbarere.
Thank you so much for having me again.
Yes, and that's my friend Rita.
Hello, Rita.
You didn't come with the ram.
No, don't worry. Ram is outside there, but this one is not the ram Salah.
And that's for you, me, big or small Salah.
No.
Big ram.
Okay, yeah, I can assure you that we've got a very big ram outside there.
Then we can continue.
It's okay.
Rita, we grew up in Lagos together where we celebrate everything, right?
And that's why I can't tell them apart.
No,
in Lagos,
I don't
big or small
understand.
Salah, we had ram.
We celebrated everything, whether it's Christmas or Easter or Salah, we celebrated. But here, we somehow, I don't know at what point did we get to start dividing and start setting.
No, it's permeating into this part of the world as well. We are coming to terms with the reality that we can't do alone. You have to allow cohesion in the religion. Everybody, we are worshiping only one God.
Absolutely.
All right.
One God Almighty. So we should not differentiate.
How has itikaf been?
No, I told you the other
last
time.
10 days, right? Is it not still the last 10 days?
Yeah, we're still there.
So it's been going on well for you?
Yes, I did it, but in itikaf when you are doing it, you don't go out at all. You just remain inside
Yeah, but we need you.
the house. What I do is I was sermonizing, I was doing my sermons on the platform. Not necessarily that you must do itikaf. It's not a must on you as a Muslim.
Okay.
Yes, the last 10 days, if you elect to do itikaf, then you are doing seclusion. You remain in the house.
Okay.
But if you have other exigencies outside, like if you're a lawyer, you go and do your things, that means you're not doing itikaf. Okay. But people who are doing
it's not compulsory.
It's not. Itikaf is not compulsory.
Okay, with the lockdown eased, does it worry you that some Muslim clerics and some faithful might just want to say, hey, let's gather quickly and just have some quick prayers on Salah Day?
No, it will worry me. I'll be worried. If you know what this COVID-19 is, you take life first, safety first, before anything. Islam also allows you to save yourself before anything. That is the saying of Allah. That is, don't use your hand to bring calamity for yourself. This thing is real. So if anybody wants to gather and say they want to do the congregation that we do, that is Eid, that person is not a good Muslim, does not understand Islam from the pragmatic perspective. Islam is a religion that allows you to also give room for your safety first. Mind you again, the Prophet said, because I know you don't have time, the Prophet said, La dorara wa la dirara. Everybody should understand that hadith. The Prophet is the one that said that one. No harm and don't receive harm. Harm will not be done by you, and don't get harm in reciprocity.
So, Cecil, I don't know whether we have time, but I would like to know, how do you see the Salah being celebrated? People need to adhere. What should they do? Is there going to be some Zoom prayer meeting, or how is it going to work? Normally, there's supposed to be like a gathering.
It will work. We always find a middle course in everything. All these platforms have come up now. People are using it. But on the day of Salah, You do it in your family. You are the imam of your home. Lead your family. The only thing you will not do after Salah is what we call khutbah. You know, when you do those 2 rakats, imam will stand up and address the gathering and sermonize. So you don't do that on this Salah. You just say, okay.
I usually look forward to the meals my neighbor sends on this time. I don't know how
I'm your neighbor. I'm going to send you.
I don't know how it's going to be this year, but then we have to keep safe.
Yeah, we have to keep safe. I was watching one video online, and it was really lovely. It was an Islamic program. So someone called in and said that since he cannot travel to Mecca this period, he wants to donate the money. I think it was some like so much money in dollars, thousands. So he wanted to donate it to the cause of charity. So there might be some people around here, Nigerians, who want to do stuff like that. How can they go about it?
Yes, honestly, that would be commended. That is commendable. You know, charity. Instead of you going to do jamboree, you know, some people have taken Umrah as jamboree. They just go there, not with the intent. They've taken it to be our every year thing. Instead of wasting such money, use it to do palliative. Palliative is needed now. People have lost a lot of works. People have lost their earnings. Their living has been so impacted negatively.
And even more, the spiritual benefit they are supposed to get will definitely come to them, because Allah will appreciate that.
That is why that drives me to this issue of Eid al-Fitr. You know Eid al-Fitr, ordinary Zakat al-Fitr, which is charity that we do before the Salah. Ordinarily, we should do it with staple foods.
Oh yeah.
But this time around, it is hard to send food to people. In fact, people will appreciate if you give them money. It is good for you to just quantify it, get the money value of it, and send it to people. After all, we are now in the e-world. You can send money.
All right, Imam Mustafa, I guess we'll come back to talk to you just a little more before we let you go, because we're running out of time. I talked about football earlier when I was opening. Now, I've been wondering what you've been up to. I know some of you brothers, football fans, even ladies, have been up to different things.
Like me,
now, what have your favorite football stars been up to? From BR Sports, because of BR Sports, we have Live Without Football. You see your stars. Let's enjoy it.
Bel exploit individuel, attention à lui. Oh, l'ouverture du score. Déjà, mais dans cette rencontre.
Wow, thank you very much for remembering. Now, Imam, do you by chance watch football?
Yes, I do.
Super Eagles only?
No, I do. In our content here, I do Quora United.
Okay.
That's my team.
Yes. Then, do you any of the league, Premiership, all those?
In Premiership, I'm for Premiership. That is Man U. I'm a Man U fan.
Man U.
I'm a dire Man U fan.
Any evidence to prove?
Oh, I have. I've got something. See my key holder.
Are you serious?
My key holder is I'm a Man U.
Alex Ferguson will be very proud of you.
Yes. I chat with him from time. I Twitter him.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Okay, that's really nice.
Yes,
that's
I'm a Man
really
U fan.
nice.
In fact, this is my car.